welcome to Unfiltered with Roxy.
Hello, everyone. This is Roxana Feenster with Unfiltered with Roxy. I'm so glad to be with everyone today. I'm going to be talking about summer wrap up, the summer prep for the next season, summer be mindful and be in the season, summer I don't want you to leave. So I wrote a whole blog about this, and I thought for my girlies, for my guys who love to also listen to content or be outside with me while they're cleaning up, doing their yard work, why not do a summer vlog, review, rewind? So right now this is not only summertime, but it is Saturday in the summer. So it is nice outside. This could be a pool day for us. This could be a yard work day, go to the dump day, because I am going to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff because I'm trying to cultivate the place that I want more than anything, which is a decluttered space, which is a space that makes me feel comfortable and loved and liked. So I will show a picture of my mountain of junk that I'm getting rid of. And maybe I'll record that and have that as an overlay as well. So I'm looking at my notes right now, and one of the things that I wanted to start with is the summertime is the perfect time to keep going on your goals, even if it's not at a recluse pace. Because think about it, you don't want to lose 3 months of progress for your workout, getting part of the 5 a.m. club, which I was able to do after I stopped working in office. I really made it a point that 5 a.m. club would now be for me to work on my spiritual self, to work on some of the projects I wanted to work on, like learning Spanish, journaling, which I was able to start, but not able to do. I wanted to do the 7 habits of effective people journal. Haven't been able to do that yet, but this week is a week that I'm going to start. So my name is Roxana Feenster. You're here with me on Unfiltered with Roxy podcast, where we dive into all things mindfulness and we help each other on our self-discovery journey. So one of the things with summer is going outside and appreciating the weather, especially if you're in a cold state. I'm in Maryland, but if you're in a cold state where there's not a lot of sun, my son is in Seattle, and I literally just talked to him and he had a sweatshirt on. But it was actually sunny outside. But the sun just helps us reset our mood. It helps us to feel those temperatures, to just go for a walk. So the summertime is the perfect time to keep going with your exercise routine, to try out doing your 5 a.m. club, because maybe your kids aren't in school, they're not having to do that pace schedule of going to practice, and then you having even more tasks in the fall at work. I know that's how it was when I was with a nonprofit. A lot of our fundraising, a lot of our in-person events, and even virtual events were in fall, around giving season, which is fall, winter, which was our giving season. So I know that it's going to be a ramp up. So summer, perfect time for us to dive in and really get into purposeful work innerly and outwardly, which is like doing our yard. So I don't know, can't really see, but I procrastinated a lot of time doing my gardens, and my garden that's right here in front of my shed, it's small. It has a couple of rose bushes, and then I just put some sunflower seeds, so hopefully those will start. I don't know, it's kind of late now, but hopefully they'll start because they were pretty big to sprout. So yeah, August is still a good time to plant some things. We have some fall flowers, I have some parsley, stuff like that. So hopefully we will have gotten some fruit of our labor of weeding and all that good stuff. So sometimes and I think the summer is a good time to see what you would want your routine to be. Do you want to walk in the morning? Sometimes I do walking. Sometimes I do Peloton in the colder months. But what I really enjoy is just getting out in the sun, feeling the sun on my skin, making sure that I have my favorite sunblock, which is Kapari. Hopefully you will have a sunblock that you like the smell of, that you love the feel of it on your skin. And that's a routine that you can do for yourself. So once you're getting outside and you're able to ground and just listen to the birds, birds help our blood pressure to come down when we're singing. When we are grounding, just standing in the grass, as long as there's no dog poop, because in my house, you just never know. I have an elderly dog and the poop is plentiful for her. I mean, she's upset, she poops. She's confused, she poops. She's hungry, she poops and pees, to make sure that we know that those things are true and to help her now. But embracing the joy of summer, I think, is celebrating the small wins, not being so focused on the goal of progress. And I think one of the things that I've learned over the years with fitness routines, journaling, mindfulness even, is practice makes permanent. There's no perfect. Practice doesn't make perfect. And humans can't really do perfect. And if we do, it's that once in a lifetime thing that we've achieved freakishly, probably by the Holy Spirit, universe helping us. So I think if we can lean into that, just embracing where we are and where we would like to go, and that every day I'm going to make steps towards that, is helpful. If you've ever have a chance to read a book about this, is Inner Excellence. Was made famous by a Philadelphia Eagles player who had it on the sideline. Great example of how perfection should not be the goal. The goal should be to practice permanence, practice doing the things we want to show up in our lives in a certain way. So with that said, I think practicing self-care in the summertime is great because with the hopefully slower schedule, you can self-care by connecting with your family, by taking time to do some of the connection with nature that refills you. I love doing the hard labor of my gardens, cleaning out the shed, um, just standing in the sun, watering my plants. Those things are self-care to me because I know in the end, when I see my beautiful garden, that will help me feel good. For me, getting rid of some of my old clothes and making room for new stuff, that's part of my self-care. And actually buying it, actually putting the money to buy it, and knowing that I'm investing in myself and it's going to come back. Investing in my business, different apps that I thought were too expensive. Now it's like, no, I need that for my business. Some of the self-care for me is bringing someone else on in my business to help with some of the tasks. And even if that's less money for me, I'm not only empowering somebody else, but also freeing up my time to do things like this. Like, I want to do more YouTube. I want to share my knowledge. I want to hear about other people's journeys, which brings me to my own personal commercial of, listen, I'm trying to get to 1,000 viewers, or 100 viewers, 500, I forget, actually. My road to 1K viewers, that's what it is, or 1K views. The point is, I want to hear about your story. I want to help people get on their journey, get to their destiny, because we all have a bright destiny. We have bright stars, and we're the ones who really let outside forces dim our light, dim our energy, take us off of focus. So if there's anything I can do to keep people mindful and what their purpose is, mindful that I'm on this journey of life. I only have one life. I got to keep it moving, keep it going. I have to take care of my body. A lot of times I was um, a certified medical assistant, a nursing assistant, and one of the things med surge tech, I hated hearing people say, well, I'm going to die anyway, so it doesn't matter what I do. That is the worst attitude. Take care of your body now while you can, because there's different seasons, and how we take care of our body is how it's going to treat us in the end. A lot of young people, from when I was younger, I remember eating a lot of junk and realizing I wasn't able to do a lot of the things I wanted to do. I didn't have the energy for it. I was tired. So I learned early that I really want to be healthy. I had a nurse that told me that, I was in my 20s when I was having my kids, and she said, if you keep this weight gain, you're not going to be able to play with your kids, and you might stroke out and have a heart attack. That was eye-opening to me. So I always had a perception of health is my wealth, to do the things that I love to do. I want to be able to bathe myself. I want to be able to go to the dump and get rid of all this crap that's in my yard by myself, with some help, of course, but I don't want to be in a place where I can't take care of myself. I can't take care of my dogs. I can't do the things I love to do, like cook for my family. So, yeah, for the summertime, I think it's a way that we can reconnect with the earth, because the temperature allows us to take those walks in the morning. Even though we are going through a lot of extreme weather, the heat, the flooding, fires, and I really understand in a real way, by working with my clients, that we are in a different time right now. We have to make sure that we're showing up for this earth in a new way that is considerate, for our neighbors that is considerate, and that we're really thinking about how much we're consuming, how much we are really trying to have renewable energy, renewable materials, because in the end, we are ruining this place that we got to stay in. So that was my PSA that I didn't know I was going on, but summertime is just a great time to reconnect with nature, because in the spring we get a lot of rain, still could be cold, but the summer is really where there's exponential growth for plants, exponential growth for us, because that's when the sun is out and we feel like being outside, we're walking, jogging outside. So I just wanted to say that I think you should prioritize you, your peace. What are your rituals? I really want you to think about as I close out. What are your rituals? What are the things that you really want to have in your life and have dividends later on? Stay consistent. Your breath work. Making sure that instead of you being stressed out and angry all the time, you are incorporating breath work into your day, that if you love your body, that you will put into it by stretching, doing yoga if you like yoga. I'm learning how to love it. That you're meditating, putting into your mind, that you're drinking your water. So one of the things that I love to do is sparkling water. Do the things that are going to help you in the long run. Having those good rituals. I'm going to spend a little extra for my sparkling water. If I drink at my pool, I make sure that I'm also doing a glass of water with that as well. We just have to make sure that we're in balance. If I'm in the sun, I'm putting on my sunblock. If I'm with my girls and I'm also spending time with them, then I'm spending time with myself. If I'm spending time with my hubby, I'm spending time for myself as well. If I'm able to go to the store and go shopping and do a cookout for others, I'm able to prep those good things, those good snacks for the rest of the week. So I hope this helps you in your journey as we're wrapping summer up, to really be in our flow. What is our flow? Our flow is us leaning into the things that help us, that environment that's going to help us get things done that we want to get done. So I hope that really helps you as you're on your journey of self-discovery. And what I was trying to say earlier is I am having a contest right now for my 100, whatever it is that I can get in these next couple of months. I want to get enough likes and viewers that I can be making impact with my content, also putting in money into different people that are also working alongside me. And so with that, I have a self-care package that I'm really excited about. I'm putting it together now. And I think I'm going to do a video about that so that way everyone can see what they're doing. Or a one-on-one self-care deep dive where I ask you a few questions, I make a write-up for you, and we make a self-care plan together. So for the summer, as a recap, we want you to get into prioritizing you, staying consistent with your rituals, and blocking that self-care time on your calendar so that way you can pour from a full overflowing cup. All right? So also, self-care is not selfish. It's survival. It's sacred. I'm going to be having some guests on with me soon. So hopefully you will enjoy them. Have a great rest of your summer.